Hey guys, Thomas with Aquarium Know-How. The stars have aligned. I've got quite a few things that all came in at once today. I'm going to show you all those. One of which is a light to replace my old Mad Max style DIY custom light. Also got a new fish for this 55-gallon aquarium that you haven't even seen yet. And I want to show you what I got in a Craigslist haul, so stick around. First, I just want to show you the light I've been working with on this planted tank for the last few months. I used to have some lights, fluorescent T lights in here. There's a four bulb setup in the ceiling, but I've taken those down and replaced the overhead lights. And I was in need of an aquarium light, so I built this out of those ceiling lights. Just took the ballast, kind of screwed it on there, extended the wiring, used some electrical tape, some Gorilla Glue to hold the little bulb sockets in, some tin foil.
We spared no expense.
It's been a pretty craptastic light. I mean, it does the job. It's just not very pretty. So I've been waiting in the mail and finally got myself the Finnex, what is it, the Planted Plus 24/7. Super thin, super bright. Got all the controls you can do. I haven't really figured them all out yet, but you can do quite a bit of stuff with it. Probably do a whole video going over all the different features of it. But it looks a lot better than those old TA dingy bulbs. And I suppose while I'm here, I'll introduce you to the 55-gallon planted grow out tank. This isn't supposed to be pretty at all. It's just basically a tank I'm using to grow out plants to eventually go into a bigger, nicer show tank. So there's no rhyme or reason to any of this. It's all just sort of stuck in there, and when the plants get taller, I top them off, replant them. I'm just trying to grow out a bunch of them. And in here I've got two Senegal Bichers and one Bichir, and they're all hiding right now. Usually they're out swimming around, but of course you get the camera out and they like to hide. So I'll show you better if I get better footage of it, but there's one back there. There's my female, I believe. And back in there you can see the little Endley. There's his head. So yeah, that's the 55-gallon. Like I said, it's just a grow out tank. Just sort of a hodgepodge of plants. And my Bichers, I'm working on getting a bigger tank for them. Haven't decided if I'm going to buy something or build something myself. But that leads us into the Craigslist haul I got today. Let's go out in the garage. And there she is. This was advertised as a 100-gallon tank, but the measurements say it's an 85. Pretty old. It looks like it's been resealed at some point. I don't know how much I trust it. I haven't tried filling it with water because I know I'm either going to reseal it. And I also had another crazy idea of maybe taking the front and the back panels and building a plywood aquarium and basically making a divider in the middle and having each 48-inch section on either side of that divider. So it'd make it, after the sections in between and on the end, it'd be like a 9-foot aquarium, 3 feet deep, 2 feet tall, equals out to about 400 gallons. The only problem is figuring out where I'm going to put it. I don't think my floor can support almost 4,000 pounds of weight. So I don't know if I'm just going to reseal this one and use it as is. If I do, I'll paint the old trim, the old ugly trim black. Like I said, it'll be all resealed, look nicer, but pretty good haul. There's no major scratches, a couple little tiny scratches here and there, but for such an old tank, that's not bad. Got a nice sturdy brace on it. But yeah, like I said, I don't know if I trust the silicone for long-term use. So there's one project. Also that came with that, a couple of these, is it Magnum 350 canisters? 2 of them. I'm still trying to figure out how exactly they go together. I haven't ever really dealt with anything like these. I think they're fairly old. Wonder if they'll still work. Came with all the tubing, some gravel vac. Let's see what else we got in here. I haven't really gone through all this yet. Got a net. We got some it's like some pre-filters. Kind of sponge there. Got an algae scrubber, some more gravel vacs, some pH adjuster, which is a solid brick now. I don't think I'll use that. Net soak. Oh, so net cleaner. I don't know if that's any good. Some more tubing, and we'll probably figure out how that goes to all these sumps. They look kind of cool though. More tubing, another little net. Some more stuff for the gravel vacs. A couple little scrubbers. It came with this aquarium heater, which Marineland Neptune. I don't know how long ago those were in use, but it's pretty clean looking. I mean, either someone cleaned it or it never got used, but it's in pretty good shape. So we got all that. Oh, it came with these. I don't even know if they work. You know, if you get a light that has these old, I don't forget what they're called, like they're starters of some kind. If you got a light that has those, you know they're old. We've got this awesome aquarium background. If I can get these working, they might be useful. Looks like they've got a little impeller down here in the bottom. Some kind of, almost looks like an oil filter. Yeah, we'll put those together, see if we can get them running. Might need some new seals and gaskets for them. Oh, and I also got these. Let me know if you know what these are. If you're old as I am, you probably do. These are under gravel filters. How long has it been since anyone's seen one of those? The under gravel filters sort of got a bad rap in the past for not being very good and trapping crap in the bottom and making the aquarium water go south pretty quick, but turns out they may not be that bad, so maybe we'll put those to use in something, although they're pretty big and specific to that size tank, so we'll see. I got all that and the tank for 75 bucks delivered, so that was pretty cool. I think I can use most of it. Got my money's worth out of it, I think, even if I junk the lights and some of the other chemicals that came with it. But now on to the fish. I got another good deal on Craigslist, kind of a deal. I got a new Bichir. This one is an ornate. He's about 4 inches, maybe a little bigger, but little guy, but I got a screaming deal on him. So he's been in this little quarantine tank. I always have a quarantine tank ready to go. It's just a little 10-gallon. I've got the filter, and I stuck some cycled media in there that I always keep extra cycled media. So I just popped that in there with the heater. This is the tank I was using in the other how-to videos, so it was pretty easy just to slap that together again real quick. Put this little guy in there, and I think we're gonna add him to the 55-gallon. Everyone debates the proper pronunciation of Bichir or Biker or Bichir. To be honest with you, I forget what it is, but there is a right way of saying it. I looked it up. I looked up the language of origin and figured out how to pronounce it, but I'll have to look that up again because I forget. Alright. We got him in the net here. We're going to quickly move him over to the big tank. The water from that tank and this tank are identical, so this should be an easy transition. If you can't tell by my logo, I'm a big Polypterus fan, but this is my first ornate. Looks like the introductions are going okay. I'm sure he's big enough, although I'd be lying if I said there wasn't a slight bit of worry, but this girl here was half his size when I put her in. maybe not half, but she was pretty small, and I was worried about my big male. Over here, this guy. I was worried about him picking on her or eating her, but they, as soon as I put her in here, he kind of came up to her and started showing off mating behavior. He'll kind of come up to her with his head and nuzzle her, and then they shake their head back and forth a little bit. At least that's what I've seen so far. I've never actually bred them yet. Hopefully I can do that in the future. But yeah, he was in love with her at first sight, so that went well. I'm sure this will go well also. Yeah, that female Senegal, she grew quick, very quick. I was surprised. So did this little Endla cherry. He's not as active as the Senegals though. He really just hides in there. Comes out when the lights go out, but not any other times really. But he'll get big. Probably not 30 inches, but they can get that big. So that's all I got for you today. Just wanted to show you the new fish, the Craigslist hauls, the new light I got. Happy to get rid of this thing for now. That can be my backup emergency light. And I'll go over all my tanks. I don't have a whole lot just yet. I've got this one, 2 10 gallons that I'm trying to breed neon tetras in right now. And I got obviously that other one and some more planned. So I'll go over all that in greater detail in a future video. And I'll also talk about that light more once I figure out all the features and things it can do. So until then, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.